Went to Lowe's a couple of weeks ago and picked up this new Tomahawk, and that's the way it is advertised, Estwing Tomahawk. It's even got some military type advertising on the little label that comes with it. Has this pretty neat sheath that comes with it. It's canvas on cadets on the inside. Blade on the Tomahawk is relatively small. I didn't bother to measure that, but I would say 2.5 inches, 2 3/4, somewhere around that. It's got a rubber handle just like a framing hammer. It's not very heavy at all. But if I was going to buy this to chop limbs or anything like that, I definitely wouldn't waste the money. I bought it because it was a Tomahawk and it was on the shelf, so. Got the Estwing behind it there. To show the difference, if you're going to use a hatchet for its intended purpose, you really need a good 3.5 to 4 inches of blade, a good heavy head on that thing so you can really get some torque on it. Before you just start whacking on a tree in southeast Georgia, you need to look up in the branches and stuff and make sure you're not about to disturb a wasp nest, because they will tear you up. It took me 4 good strikes to get through that, and I think it's just because this is a very lightweight Tomahawk. I keep wanting to call it a hatchet, but it's not advertised as a hatchet. It doesn't have the weight of a hatchet. It's a lightweight Tomahawk. It's not really to be used for this type of labor. This is an oak limb. Going to be a little tougher than a pine or something like that. I prefer an axe to a saw, but if you're a guy that prefers a saw, you're definitely going to like the saw better than trying to cut wood with a tomahawk. This particular tomahawk, at any rate. This Estwing Tomahawk has had a couple of weeks of use. You can see it's starting to flake the paint just a little bit. I don't know what type of paint they used. Just a hint of rust showing up already. The final word on this Estwing Tomahawk is that it would be a great tool for a policeman, a fireman, if you needed to break a glass or chop through a windshield or something like that. I wouldn't recommend it for a survival tool unless you're trying to survive against men. The thing is very sharp, but it just doesn't have enough weight to perform the tools of a hatchet or an axe. So self-defense, I wouldn't hesitate to use it for that if I had to, but there's two other tools laying there next to it that you would prefer in that situation. I'm going to put it in my truck here and leave it there for general purposes. If I should need it, it'll be there. I also have my Fiskars hatchet in this vehicle, so probably have one too many of the same tool, but better to have it than not have it. So leaving it in the truck.